Standard 8 Maths Chapter 7 Cubes and Cube Roots. Hello everyone. So in this video we will see how to calculate the cubes of a number by prime factorization method. Okay, whether or to find whether a given number is a perfect cube or not. So we'll start with examples. Example 1 on page number 112. Page number 112, example 1. So what it says is 243 is a perfect cube. Okay. So first we do the prime factors of 243. 243, that is, so we will do the prime factors. Okay, as we did in case of squares. So it will be 3. This is 81. This is again 27. This is 9. This is 3 and 3. Okay. So this 243 can be expressed as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So like in case of squares, we have taken the number from a pair or the pair of two numbers. Now in this way we will take from a triplet, that is from a set of three numbers we will take out one. Okay, from a set of three threes we will take one 3. Now so this is there, this set, this triplet is not complete. So what is remaining? So question can be asked whether this is a perfect cube or not. No, it is not a perfect cube because one 3 is missing from this. Okay. So now the second option, second type they can have by you have to tell the smallest number which is to be multiplied to this 243 in order to make it a perfect cube. Now what is missing here? In order to make it a perfect cube, only one 3 is missing. Okay, if we add one 3 here, or if we multiply by one more 3, this 243 will become a perfect cube. Okay. So in case if question is asked by which the smallest number, this 243 can be multiplied in order to make it a perfect cube, so answer will be 3. We have to multiply it by 3. So if you multiply by 3, it will become 729, and this 729 can be expressed as 3 into 3 and this. Okay, only this will be because we have just add 3. So from a triplet, from these two triplet, we will take 1 3 from this and 1 3 from this. So this. So 729, the cube root of, like in case of square root, in squares we have calculated square roots. In case of cube, we will take the cube roots. This will discuss in the later section of this part. So it will become 7. Okay. Now one more thing, can be expressed, can be asked, like they have asked ki, which is by what smallest number this number should be multiplied in order to make a perfect cube. Now it can be asked also by which smallest number it can be divided in order to make it a perfect cube. So in case of division, if we have to divide, we have to remove this 2 3 because these three, because this triplet is complete, so we have to divide, we have to hide these two threes. Okay, that means we have to divide this number by 9 in order to make it a perfect cube. So question can be asked in either way. So first we have to do the prime factorization of the number, and we have to take from a set of 3, that is from a triplet we have to take out one number. Okay, so these were the things. Now next example. Example 2. Is 392 a perfect cube? If not, find the smallest natural number by which 392 must be multiplied so that it is a perfect cube. So this is example 2, and we have to check whether this is 392 is a perfect cube or not. So we have to do the prime factorization of 392. So this is 2194. This is 80. So sorry, this is 6 here. Okay, so this will be 88. This is 44 again. This is here. Wait, sorry, I did this mistake. This should be 98 here, and this will become 49, and this will be 7 here. Okay, so if you see prime factorization, it will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 7. So this set of 2 is complete. So what is required? 1 7, because there are 2 sevens only. So if we multiply this 392 by 7, it will be 2744, and it can be expressed as 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 7 into 7. So this triplet is complete, this triplet is complete. So resulting number, that is 2744, will be a perfect cube, and its cube root will be 2 into 7, that is 14. Okay, so this way we have to do these types of questions. Now next example, that is example number. The next is example number 3. So it is 53240. So the number is 53240. Clear? So first we do the prime factorization of this same. This is 26620. This will be 13310. Okay. So we can go for this will be 1 2. This is 6 6 5 6 6 5 5 5. This is 1, this is 3, this is 3, this is 1. Okay, so these are the prime factors. So this 5 3 2 4 0 can be expressed as 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 11 into 11 into 11. So this triplet is complete. This triplet is complete. So what is in excess? This is 5 is in excess, and in the question we have been asked, we have to divide this number so that the resulting number will be a perfect cube. So we have to divide this by 5. So if you divide this 53240 by 5, it will become 10648, and this resulting number will be a perfect cube. Okay. Now next example. Example number 4. So next is example 4. Number is 1188. So in this question, is 118 a perfect cube? If not, by which smallest number it should be divided so that the quotient is a perfect cube. Okay. So do the prime factors for the same. This is 1188. This is 2594. This is again 49297. This is 3. This is 99. This is again 3. Okay. So this 1188 can be expressed as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 11. See, so what which is triplet is complete? Only this triplet of 3 is complete. So this 2 into 2 and this 11 is extra. So we need to remove this number. So this number should be divided by 2 into 2 into 11. Whatever be the excess or whatever is an incomplete triplet. Whatever which number is an incomplete triplet. So by that number we have to divide. So we have to divide this 118 by 2 into 2 into 11, that is 44. So we have to divide this number by 44, so that the resulting quotient or the resulting number will be in perfect cube. Now example 5. Example 5. It is 686. So they have asked, is this in a perfect cube, and we have to find the smallest number by which should be multiplied to get a perfect cube. Okay. So we have to do the prime factorization of this number. This is 68600. That is 2 zeros only. Okay. So we have to do this prime factorization. This is 3430. This is 686 now. Okay. This is again 17150. This is 8575, and this is 5. This is 1715. This is 343. This is 49. Okay. So the prime factors of 68600 will include 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 7 into 7 into 7. So triplets of 2 is complete, that is it is appearing 3 times, that is 1 2 3. And triplet of 7 is complete, it is also appearing 3 times, that is 1 into 7 to 77. So this is incomplete. So what is left in this part? Only 1 5 is left. If we multiply this number by 5, so this triplet will be complete, so it will become 5 into 5 into 5. So this triplet will complete and this number will become a perfect cube. Okay. So we'll start with exercise 7.1. Exercise 7.1. Okay, exercise 7.1, question number 1. You have to find the whether the following numbers are perfect cubes or not. So first is 216. So we do the prime factors. This is 108. This is 54. This is 27. This is 9. This is 3, and this is 1. So this 216 can be expressed. This is 2 into 2 into 2, and this is 3 into 3 into 3. This can be expressed in perfect triplets. This 2 into 3, so it is a perfect square. Otherwise, if any one of the triplet is would have been incomplete, that number would not be an perfect cube. So this can be expressed in a triplet of 2 cube into 3 cube. Okay. So it can be written as, because it is multiplied 3, it will be having a power 3, and this 3 will also have a power 3. So this is an perfect cube. Now next part. Next is 128. So prime factors for 128 will be, this is 64, this is 32, this is 16, 4, 2 and 1. So this 128 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So triplet, this one triplet is complete, this one triplet is complete, and this 2 is incomplete. So there is one incomplete triplet. So this number is not a perfect cube. Okay. Now next is 1000. So 1000 you can see directly. if you have to find the prime factors, you can do, but 1000 is very easy. This is 500, this is 250, this is 125. Okay, so this 1000 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, 5 into 5 into 5. So this triplet is complete and this triplet is complete. So it can be expressed as 2 cube and 5 cube. There is no incomplete triplet in this. Clear? Now next question, next part, sorry. It is 100. So we have to check whether 100 is a perfect cube or not. So this is 100. So do the prime factor. This is 50. This is 25. Clear? So 100, it is 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. So neither this triplet nor this triplet is complete. Okay. So it cannot be expressed in the form of 2 cube into 5 cube. So this is not a perfect cube. Now next part. Next is 46656. This is 46656. So we have to do the, this is 4 6. Okay, so we'll do its prime factorization. We'll do it. This is 2 3 3 2 8. This is 1 1 6 6 4. This is 5 8 3 2. This is 2 9 1 6 1 4 5 8. This is 7 2 9. This is 7 to 9. This is 3. This is 2 4 3. This is 81, 27, and 9 and 3. So this 4 4 6 5 6 can be expressed as 3. Okay. So it is this triplet 3. So it can be expressed as 2 raised to power 3. This is one complete triplet. This is 2 cube, and this is one complete triplet of 3. This is 3, and this is one complete triplet, this is 3. So every number is expressed at its complete triplet, that is 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube into 3 cube. So this is a perfect cube. Okay. Now next question is, find the smallest number by which each of the following number must be multiplied to obtain a perfect cube. Okay. So we have to find which number, by which number we have to multiply this given number in order to make it a perfect cube. So first one is 243. We have to do the prime factors first. This is 243 and this is 381. This is 27. This is 9. So this can be expressed as 243 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So this one triplet is complete. This is complete. This is incomplete. So what we are remaining? What we are short of? We are short of 1 3. So if this 243 is multiplied by 3, the resulting number will be a perfect cube. Clear? Now next question. Next part. Sorry. This is 256. So it's 256. We have to do the prime factors again. This is 1 2 8. This is 64 32 68. Okay, so this triplet is complete. So we can write 3 2 raised to power 3. This triplet is complete. So this 2 into 3. What is left? This is 2 into 2. So what we are short of? We are short of 1 2. So if we multiply this 256 into 2, resulting number will be a perfect cube. Now next part. Next part is 72. So 72, this is 36, 18. So this is 72 can be written as 2. This 2 triplet is complete. This can be written as 2 raised to power 3 and this 3 into 3. So if we multiply this number by 3, so resulting number will be a complete cube. Now next part is 675. 675. So prime factors will be 3. This is 2, 2, 5. This is 7, 5, 25. So this 675 can be expressed triplet of 3 is complete. So we can write it as 3 cube and it is 5 into 5. So this 5 triplet is not complete. If we multiply this number by 5, so triplet will be completed and this number will become a perfect cube. Now last part of this question is 100. This is 100. So if we say this is 2, so this 100 can be written as 2 to 2 into 5 into 5. So neither the triplet of 2 nor the triplet of 5 is complete. So for that we have to multiply by 1 2 in order to make the triplet complete and 1 5 in order to make this triplet complete. So in total we have to multiply by 2 into 5, that is 10. So if you multiply this number by 10, so resulting number will be a uh, perfect cube. Okay. So next question we will do in next video. Thank you.